Hi, my name is Kamil. I'll be reading a character from 50/50 Monologues by Mary Debden. My mother's a travel writer. Cool, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Most of the time. But in the past 10 years, there's been a lot of weeks where she wasn't home. I mean, she travels, right? That's what she does. Unfortunately for me, not being home kind of goes with the territory. But sometimes in the summer, I've got to go with her. In fact, when I was 10, she took me to Paris. That was really cool. And when the article came out about that trip, my picture was in the magazine. Yeah, they put a picture of me in there, sitting at the side of a cafe, stuffing a pastry in my mouth. That was so cool. Of course, none of the kids at the school saw it. They weren't into reading the Traveler magazine at the time. But I thought it was cool, and my mom and I had a great time in that summer in Paris. Last year was a little bit different though. My mom got this brilliant idea to do a series of articles chronicling the travels of a single woman across the continental United States by one car in a year. She decided to call the series 48 States in 52 Weeks. Her publisher went absolutely mad for it. So one night at a dinner, she broke the news to me. She was giving me an option. I was all grown up now, going into 10th grade. I could go live with my dad for a year, or she'd arrange for me to stay with friends while she was away. Now it might sound like an easy decision, but my dad lives about a million miles away. I'd have to change schools, and I have to get used to his new live-in girlfriend, Tiffany. Now on the other hand, I had quite a few friends whose parents would probably let me stay with them for a while. And my mom had a lot of friends too that would let me stay with them for a while too. And some of them weren't all that bad. They lived in our area at least. They'd take me to school if I needed them to. But my mom made it clear that she wouldn't want anyone to ask to have me for more than a week. That would be imposing, and she wouldn't do that. So I would kind of be nomadic for a year. Sort of like my mom, but in a different way. I told her I needed a day or two to think about it. I was a little bit scared. Mom had been away a lot, and I'd stayed with friends before, but not for such a long stretch. I decided that I'd beg her to take it with me, and I did, but she wouldn't have it. She said it would disrupt my education at a very crucial period in my pre-college existence, or something like that. I think I cried. Well, I know I cried. Sounds dumb, right? But I cried for a really long time that night. I would say that I cried myself to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep that night. And I took out my journal and decided to write it all out. You know, I hate my brother, blah, blah, blah. Here's what she's doing to me now, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly I got an idea. What if I kept a journal while she was away? Not just any journal, of course, but a journal of my experiences in these different houses that she was arranging for me to stay in. I could write an article about my experiences, or better yet, a book. So I went in to her bedroom and woke her up. She thought I was crazy, but I said, "When do you leave?" She was like, "What?" I said, "When do you leave? Because I want to get started right away." She was all groggy and said, "Get started on what?" "On my book," I said. I told her about my idea, and she got really excited too. We stayed up the rest of the night planning it out, making an outline, getting her publisher out of bed. Well, on the phone, I mean. Well, they're really good friends and all, so my mom can do that sort of thing. So anyway, that's when we made the plan, and that's when I started to work as a writer. The book, we decided, would be divided into 52 mini chapters. Each chapter would be named after the state that my mom was visiting at the time. But the chapter would be about the family or people I was staying with that week. I wouldn't include their real names or anything, but just little stories about the funny things they did, or idiosyncrasies they had. That was the plan, and that's what I've been doing for 51 weeks. Yup, it's almost over. Mom is coming home in a week. She's leaving her car in Washington State and flying home. I'm going to stay with my last host family this week. That's what I called them in the book. I'm glad it's almost over. It's been fun, and I've written a lot of funny stories. I think the funniest chapter is Texas. That week, I stayed with the Browns. Miss Brown is hilarious. It's really funny because she doesn't even know that she is. She drove me to school every morning with her curlers in her hair and sang old Judy Garland songs the whole way. She was pretty good on Summer Over the Rainbow. Then at night, the family was eating dinner. She'd pop in a Wizard of Oz in the DVD player. They never said a word to each other through the whole meal, just sat there watching Dorothy and Toto. Yeah, I'm glad Mom's coming home. There's absolutely no one in this world like my mom. I found that out this year for sure. I have missed her so much, and I've missed our house. Dorothy was right, you know. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Thank you.